right, welcome back to Top 5 Vinyl, where we show love to vinyl owners. Today I'm here with Paco. How's it going, sir?
It's going wonderful, Harold. How are you doing, my man?
Not too bad, not too bad. So I understand you like hats. Can you tell the people about the hat game?
I do. So I'm a hat collector, a couple of hundred, probably almost 1,000 deep.
Hmm.
Um, we also represent a company called theclinkroom.com. They do all custom designs.
Mm-hmm.
It is owned by one half of Brandios, which are the people that do all of minor league baseball. So if
Hmm.
you have a minor league baseball team and it got redesigned, chances are it's done by Brandios. I am one half of the BP Mercenaries. Blaze Rock is my counterpart, and we do all the music related to the Clink Room and basically anything fitted related, from Hat Club to specific people to a bunch of different stuff. So we're
Hmm.
into branding and things like that.
All right, cool. And where can the people find you on Instagram or what's your social media?
Social medias, everything is at Paco Not for me. PAC0NAUT.
Hmm.
I have an X account. I actually Twitter. I refuse to call it X. I'm there, but I'm not really posting. You can find me on Instagram under Paco Not, under BP Mercenaries, and Blaze Rock is under Blaze Rock, under It's Blaze Rock.
Okay, cool.
So
And I'll put all the
that's all of
information.
our
Yeah,
pertinent socials.
nice. And I'll put
So
all the information at the bottom of the screen so people can find it.
awesome. I'll type it out and send it to you.
Perfect. Appreciate that. And before we officially get started, I want everybody to like the channel, subscribe, all that fun stuff you guys got to do in YouTube land out there. With that being said, Paco, let's hit the rewind button. Did you grow up with a record player in the house?
Uh, that's a loaded question. Yes, I did, but not a lot of records were played in my
Hmm.
house.
Furniture?
Uh, yeah, it kind of. I had an old Montgomery Wards
Hmm.
from like the 70s and 80s and had a record player on top. And I can tell you the record that got played to death in my house was Thriller.
Hmm. Who was the
So
player of the record? Mom, dad, you?
mom and dad primarily. So my parents weren't really big into music per se, other than church music.
Hmm.
Um, my dad and I are from the Dominican Republic.
Hmm.
My dad did not really raise me on bachata or merengue or anything like that.
Hmm.
It was He liked things like Johnny Mathis.
Hmm.
He liked easy listening stuff, so things like that were played in the household. But when Thriller came out,
Hmm.
that was it, and that is my earliest vinyl experience.
All right, all right. Now, do you remember the first vinyl record that you bought with your own money?
Yes, I do. It
Okay.
was back in the 2000s and early 2000s, and my girlfriend found a belt drive Techniques
Hmm. Hmm.
in the trash. And
Hmm.
she goes, I'm just going to fix this up. And she did. And she brought it over to my house. And the first record that I bought with my own money, we went to thrift stores and stuff, was um, Al Green.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Al Green. And I bought a bunch of stuff during the thrift stores, but that's the first one
Hmm.
that went on.
Okay, okay. Now, off that question, do you have a favorite record store to go to buy vinyl records?
Dead Wax Records, Goodyear, Arizona. I
Okay.
rep them as well, rep them hard as well.
Mm, mm,
So, um, and actually, one of my top five came out of them.
nice. Okay. Now, whether it be there or any other record store, do you remember the most amount of vinyl that you left with at one time?
Oh, uh, that was, there have been two.
Mm,
There have been two. Number one, I bought out a thrift store. And I filled up the back of a Dodge Ram 1500, the flatbed,
mm,
two stacks deep,
mm.
two crate stacks deep.
Wow.
And I called my friend up and I said, "Yo, come dig through this.
Mm,
Just shoot me $20, get what you want."
mm,
And he did. And recently I went to an estate sale, and this guy had thousands of records, and I'm going to say probably hundreds of record players slash vintage audio gear.
mm,
And The last day, she's like, just come take what you want.
Oh wow.
Filled up the back of a 1500 again,
Mm,
different one.
mm,
Um, just one layer deep,
wow.
hundreds of records,
Wow. That's impressive. Okay.
and mostly funk, mostly
Yeah.
soul, funk,
Mm-hmm.
rock.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Of the five vinyl records that you're going to show, have you seen any of them perform live before?
All except for one.
Okay. Okay. And lastly, before we get into it, how hard was it for you to narrow down five records to show today?
You're asking me like which one is my favorite children? Like one of my children are my favorite? There are so many ones that I could do, but instead what I did was I didn't always base it off of the music itself.
Right.
I based it off of things that meant something to me.
Right. Right. All right, cool. Paco, with that being said, this is top five vinyl. Can you share the number five album that you have in front of you right now?
Yes, I can. And in fact, I am going to do number 5.
Okay.
And this is the one from Dead Wax Records. And
Okay.
I am a big Native Tongues fan.
Mm.
De La Soul, The Anonymous Nobody.
Hmm.
I think this is on the mint vinyl, but it's all 3 signatures,
Oh wow.
including Dave. Rest in peace. And that's the
Mm.
reason I went out and got this. Dead
Mm.
Wax got a copy.
Hmm.
I said, name your price. And he gave me a price, and I said, can you do a little better than that? Of course. And
Right.
he basically, the owner of Dad was like, man, there was no other person it could have gone to.
Mm.
So right there,
Hmm.
rest
Hmm.
in peace, Dove.
That's awesome.
That is number 5 in my collection. Not a fan of all the music, but De La being my 1A, 1B group, depending on what mood I'm in, and my other group is Public Enemy.
Mm. Mm.
So,
Hmm.
and I've seen them, all 3 of them, live.
Mm. Okay. That's pretty cool. Impressive. Okay. Okay. So that's your number five.
Number
Let's go ahead
5.
and take a look at your number four.
Number 4. I got a story about this record. Um, there are some things in life that are just meant to be.
Hmm.
And I had a friend who passed away in a motorcycle accident.
Mm. Sorry to hear that.
He had this many years ago, and he had a vinyl collection. And years and years ago, I asked him, like, hey, are you ever going to get rid of your vinyl? He's like, if something happens to me, it's yours, just kind of jokingly.
Right.
And something happened, and the executor of his will, Greg, God bless you, man, gave me his records. And
Mm.
in this pile was this record. It's called Miracles by Ima Sumac,
Hmm.
a Peruvian singer, but it is produced by Les Baxter.
Mm.
And people will probably know Les Baxter from his Exotica
Hmm.
type stuff. And on this record, there is one track that I sampled um, for Blaze, and it became the lead single for our BP Mercenary stuff, and
Mm.
it became the branding, the main song branding for the Clink Room.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So it is all, like I said, my top 5 tells the story of me. You cannot tell the story of Paco without my top 5.
Right. That's pretty cool. Your buddy gave it to you and you make something out of it. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, cool. That's your number four.
It's my number
Let's go
4.
ahead and take a look at your number three.
Number 3. How high's the water, mama?
Okay.
No more, no less
Mm-hmm.
is the magic number.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3 feet high and rising. And not only do I have like a very visceral connection uh, to the music itself, this is from another friend who said, hang on to this until I get back.
Mm.
Um, 7 years ago, he OD'd on fentanyl.
Mm. Mm.
He's not coming back for it.
Mm. Wow.
Original pressing, This stays front and center with me. This is um, I haven't even played it. I haven't put it on yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I guarantee you cannot get an original pressing for $5.99.
Right, right.
Um,
Mm,
but yeah, this is, and if it weren't for the final two, this would be the number one.
mm. Okay. All right,
So
cool.
I know this is a little depressing, but again,
No, I mean, it makes perfect sense. I get it. I understand. Sentimental value, sentimental. I get it. So that's your number three.
number
Let's
two,
go ahead and take a look at your number two.
and this is a toss up. Um, so I'm going to segue this, and these two are in no particular order. Um, so I'm going to segue from my friend who passed, who was also an MC, went by the name of Kurz.
Mm,
My number two is the Jazzo Street Sessions, Volume 2
mm,
by Glad to Meet You. So a lot of people might know Glad, they may not. He's done a lot of stuff over in Europe and things like that with Ill Treats from London, Dirty Harry,
mm-hmm,
Kista. And the reason that this is so important to me, and I even have a test pressing of it, is um, there's a track. It is track B11 called Who Was He?
mm-hmm,
And it features Glad to Meet You, one of my best friends,
mm,
Scott Allen, another one of my best friends,
mm-hmm,
Kurz, who passed, and
mm-hmm.
it was produced by me.
Huh. Nice.
So when I started producing and making beats and things like that, I always had a lifelong goal to get something pressed on vinyl,
Mm, mm,
and this was it. And
mm-hmm,
honestly, we couldn't have done it without Glad. This is on HHV Records out of Germany,
mm. Okay.
which
Okay.
is who he's signed to. Um, so this record will never be open. It'll
Mm-hmm,
never be played.
mm-hmm.
It is just a reminder of, man, we did something.
Right.
We did something really cool.
Right.
So that's on here. Go check him out. Actually, glad to meet you. Glad number two,
Mm-hmm.
meet you, Mecha on Spotify.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool. Paco
Yes,
for the grand finale. What do we have for number one, sir?
it is wild when you see something that somebody created for you
Mm,
end up on something that somebody else created.
mm,
So our first hat, and if I was smart, I would have had foresight to bring it. Um, was a logo done in the form of the St. Louis Cardinals, except there are two gorilla birds
mm-hmm,
on a microphone.
mm,
Uh, in Clink Room, their mascot is Clink Kong. So what Casey, the owner of the Clink Room, did was he put Blaze and I as represented on these gorilla birds.
mm.
And lo and behold, my number one album is, if you're into nerdcore rap or nerd
Mm.
rap, Live
So
95 by our dude Megaran, rocking the first BP Mercenaries hat.
that's dope. Okay.
Again, still sealed, not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But that is my number one, and just because number one, it's a dope album. Number two, awesome friend of mine, so I wanted to also put my friends over.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, um, we do a lot of cool things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
I got a bonus beat for you.
Let's see it. What you got hidden
In
over there, sir?
in my
Mystery
tin
box. Okay.
mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box? It is, if you look at it, it's some old gospel schlock, but here's here's where it's from.
Mm,
Here's where it's from.
okay.
Certificate of authenticity from Ma Dukes herself.
Hmm. Wow.
I am so happy to share a piece of Dilla's legacy with you.
Hmm.
So this was out of Dilla's collection.
Hmm. What? Interesting, impressive, awesome, all the above. Okay.
So like like I said, and I just thought of that like when we logged on, I go, you know what? Some people might actually really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. How
So
how long ago have you when well so many questions. Well, where and when? Let me just ask those two.
where and when it was an online auction,
Okay.
probably about 2020. And they had announced that they were going to be auctioning off a lot of Dilla's like record collection.
Hmm.
And I was in a bid, and this I think at the time was one of this was one of the records that they were auctioning off. It's number 895. Um, and it was in a thrift store auction. And
Hmm.
I think at that time that was the most I had ever spent on a record.
Hmm. Hmm.
I probably dropped like 150, 175 on it.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it was something like I gotta have it.
Right.
Once I
Right.
saw it, it's like it's got to go in the collection.
Yeah. And it has to go in that box. Don't don't take it out that box.
No, I got some other cool stuff. There's a Beatles Second State Butcher cover in here
Hmm.
that's locked away, and I got a couple of psychedelic goodness
Huh.
things in here.
Hmm.
Nothing book value under $100
Gotcha.
goes in there.
The
So
mystery box. Okay.
the mystery box,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Paco, can you tell the people one more time where they can find you on social media?
Absolutely. I am primarily on Instagram. That is where we are the most active. You can find me at Paconaut, PAC, the number zero, NAUT. You can find our group, the BP Mercenaries, at BP Mercenaries. We would really like you to follow that one. Um, I'm going to have to clear out some Instagram people I follow that don't really post, so I can start posting some top five, so I can start friend requesting some of you top five people. And those are the two main. You can follow Blaze Rock at It's Blaze Rock. Um, Spotify, Apple Music. We're streaming everywhere.
Hmm.
BP Mercenaries. Glad to meet you. GLAD, the number two, MECHA. And of course, Mega Ran. He is all over and probably touring in your state
Hmm.
sometime soon, wherever
Hmm.
it is
Right.
you may be. If you're in Japan, he's probably touring there too.
Uh,
So, yeah.
all right.
But
Cool. Well,
that's my top five and a
appreciate
bonus.
it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Paco, I want to thank you again so much for your time, and we'll talk soon, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All right,
Harold.
man.
Have a
Of
great
course.
evening.
You too. Appreciate it.